So our first night in Singapore, we spent at the Shangri La there in Sentosa. And it was the perfect way to spend that first night. Very, very relaxing, enjoying some of the most beautiful part of living in a tropical place such as Singapore. And that is the resort-like feel at a local hotel. I mean, this is one of our local hotels, and we get to spend some time here. And it was exactly what we needed after the long flight. And we sat out on the balcony. And what I always love and think so special about Singapore is seeing all those ships out in the sea right there. The next morning we wake up, it's absolutely beautiful. And the first thing that we're going to go do is take a brief little walk, but we are heading to the pool for today. And that's what we did the first day, is just lay by the pool. And we had some friends who showed up, and we get to see them multiple times as well throughout our visit.
Hello, Mama. Your babies are very pretty. I got no food for you.
So the peahen was absolutely adorable with her two chicks, and there were two. There was only in the video one. We spent the rest of the day just enjoying Sentosa, walking around, enjoying the flora and the fauna, the greens, the tall palm trees. Incredibly relaxing, lovely place. Saw some beautiful flowers, and just the spots of color were so vibrant against all this beautiful, lush green. And the sky was just perfect blue. It was just a really great first day for us to be able to walk around and enjoy the environment in a slow way, feeling like you really were on vacation.
Yeah, see, I would be in there. I like to splash stuff.
So one of the things that we did was just this lovely beach walk. It's got a walking path the whole way. You go and see some stuff. We kind of touched on some of the exciting things out in Sentosa, but that was not our focus. We didn't go to Universal Studios. We didn't go to any of the mall type areas. We really just stayed there at Shangri La and just enjoyed the beach and taking long walks, watching people enjoy these beautiful loungers that were completely free along the beach. And that was really all we focused on. So at some point, we'll go back to Sentosa and probably do the more exciting things of Sentosa. There's plenty to do out there. But we did end up on our final night at this lovely little pizza place along the beach, and just sat there and enjoyed the views, and once again looking out at the strait there with all the wonderful container ships. So unique to Singapore. I love it. We're on to our next property, and it's Villa Samadhi, and this is actually on the main part of Singapore, no longer on Sentosa Island. And it's very Thai in its whole aesthetic, and it's done in these what's called black and white architecture. Beautiful, beautiful place in a nature reserve. Very quiet, very different than Sentosa, because you're more encapsulated by the jungle feel, and it was just so special. It's perfect for couples. It was, I mean, not the families I think they could come, but I just feel like it was perfect for couples. I believe it's an old military type barracks area. And this just, we walked around, once we got there, we just walked around the grounds and kind of took in where we were at, and just feeling, it's amazing that it's in the middle of Singapore, on the edge of Singapore, but it's still in the middle of the city. But just feels so tranquil. And you had this lovely little courtyard in it as you were going up to the restaurant, and this lovely water gurgling. It was just beautiful, just perfect. So the room was fabulous. It had two different levels to it, and then here we are on the upper level kind of area just to sit. Beautiful bed, and again, the styling is that colonial, the black and white. It was just beautifully appointed. It did have AC. If anybody's interested, it does. So you definitely had the ability to cool down, and we needed that a couple days. It was quite warm. There's a little head peeking out. So the bathroom is as big as the bedroom area, equal depth and size, and it was spectacular. It has in the centerpiece of this whole area. No, it's not going to be the toilet. But as you can see, bubbling and gurgling over here is a amazing soaking tub, and a lot of the rooms have these in there. And it warms up, it's beautiful, you've got the bubbles going. We spent many evenings enjoying that, even with the heat from that hot tub, but it just felt so nice. And then you had a lovely shower as well. So wanted definitely to share the bathroom. So inviting and relaxing. It just really added to the whole ambiance of the place and experience. Definitely. What is this?
So this is a water jug filled to the brim with water
Yes.
and 2 copper mugs. Benefits of water copper jugs. Since ancient times, copper has been widely used to store drinking water. Ayurvedic texts recommend drinking water stored in copper vessels, as it is essential to certain metabolic functions and has numerous healing benefits, which include antimicrobial, antioxidant, anti-carcinogenic, and anti-inflammatory properties.
It's very anti, isn't it?
But nothing like anti-distinctly minty.
Very well said. Bravo, you. Oh.
And when it says ancient texts, it means
Wait a minute.
scribes and scrolls, not thumbs. The original
Wait a
meaning
minute.
of the word text.
Those are copper glasses. Is that a Moscow mule maybe hidden in that water jug?
I don't think so.
Oh, I see. That is some fancy water. It's clear and everything.
As long as it didn't come out of the jacuzzi.
All right, let's see.
They're like $1 million.
He does. You look like $1 million. All right, so that is for the lovely water in the copper kettle. And
It's actually quite good. It's not real cold, but it's good. But then cold water's supposed to be bad for you anyway.
exactly.
That's what the ancient texts tell you.
What did you find?
Monochrome book nester. This
No,
far
this
from
is
the
beyond the nest. It doesn't have
This
anything
far from the end of his tether.
to...
Tethering soon.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he's opened up the bottom of the armoire and found
For
very
anybody who doesn't know that this is an armoire, and I've opened up the doors.
the bottom of it,
Right.
not the top.
People can figure things out. That's specific. Right.
Yeah, our
As
friends
I've
are quite
said
clever.
For the second time,
That was
mugs
okay, no pinky.
to drink from.
I'll have to show you how to properly, because I learned the other day.
Oh yeah, right. Victoria, Texas is going to take 2 minutes right now. I'm a cup of tea.
Yes, you need to talk louder when you say things like that, Mr. Muttering.
Gourmet coffee.
Victoria, Texas is going to tell the Englishman how to hold a tea cup.
Exactly. Because she saw it on YouTube.
Everything. You can learn everything on YouTube.
You can
What
learn
is
what
this?
other people do on YouTube.
What did you find?
English breakfast tea
Tea.
and Ceylon tea.
And why is it special?
Because it's tea.
It's loose leaf tea instead of always in the little packets.
So if I can explain something to you as well, this is Victoria that knows everything. All tea is loose leaf. That's the way it starts out. Philistines put it in bags for ease of use for 1 cup at a time.
And by Philistines, translation, Englishmen.
Everybody else. Lazy northerners.
Oh, no fighting words.
Nuts.
Yes, he is.
I'm speaking about the things in my hands.
He is, well, not going to go there.
A press pot for the coffee.
You're going to make him sick by going down and up and up and down.
The fridge.
Oh, the fridge.
So 5
There we go.
Cokes, Chang beer, Heineken,
Very nice. Oh, you forgot.
wine.
wine. But sad to say, it's not complimentary. What we got?
White wine, Fuli Fuli.
Wow, great French.
Chilled red wine. Italian, it looks like. Dolcetta.
Nice.
A little bit of wine and a little bit of beer.
Very nice. Nice job. What are you most excited about?
I'm going to turn that thing off in a minute and I can unpack my suitcase.
So after all the settling in, and every afternoon they would have tea for you. You could do high tea that was prepared, and in this beautiful area here called like the library. Again, I think this is where the officers we were up in the old officer quarter, and this would have been where they would have eaten, and it would have been like their officer club. Beautiful place, and it was just lovely. You have that very relaxing. The fans, they kept the air moving, which was just perfect. So beautiful, beautiful spot. And while you're there, then they make you your individual tea. And so every day we'd have it set up, and we'd have these lovely little tea with some amazing food. And their scones were really, really good. Everything was fabulous, just great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there was a
Like a big monitor? Oh, okay. I heard it. Those are beautiful. Look at that. What a beautiful
So
place.
if it rains, which it will while we're here, probably this afternoon, you can see the rain runoff tracks.
Yeah. Oh, that is cool. Oh, I love those though. Oh, and the roof lines are great too.
Yeah.
Do you hear that? Interesting.
That's the one.
So now we're walking up the stair and the boardwalk that goes through the jungle and takes us up to the restaurant. This was a fabulous Thai restaurant. All the food was Thai based. You can eat in your rooms. You can have it delivered down, which we had one night because they had a special function going on, so we didn't go up. But this is us just exploring. But every morning, this was the morning walk that we were able to take across the boardwalk up to the restaurant. It was such a lovely experience. And walking along and seeing, listening, if and you hear that really high pitched noise, it's like for those that are from Texas or from the South, or every once in a while, even in other parts of America, we have what's called cicadas. That's what these sound like a locust. And it can get quite loud, actually, but yet it just adds to the ambiance. So again, we're walking up, and this is another black and white building. I think the head person used to live in this, and then you had the barracks down lower. Again, that architecture, those beautiful shutters, and the tile roof, and then the gardens, just absolutely beautiful. Now, in the morning, when you go to have your breakfast, it's served on this veranda here. And when we're going this time, it's not for breakfast. This was just us looking around the place. And so breakfast, this should have been our first day, I believe. And it looks out over more of where you see the harbor and you see the port. And I'll show that a little bit later, but it's a beautiful veranda that's set every morning. We just watched birds. We had these lovely birds, and it's very interesting here. Again, I take tons of pictures of these shutters and stuff. Just beautiful. But they have these birds, which I wrongly assumed were hummingbirds. They looked like them. They flew like them. They might be different sizes. But here in Southeast Asia, they have them. They're called sunbirds. And they actually have origins similar to the same origins of hummingbirds. But what happened is hummingbirds developed in more of your North America, South America, so over in the Americas part, and these sunbirds are only here in Asia. So they don't have hummingbirds here, but they're very similar, and we would just watch them flitting back and forth. It was just it was funny. It felt like they were putting on a show for us when we would be sitting there having our breakfast in the morning. And here you've got where I'm looking at, like I was saying, the port. And again, this is just the realization that you're in the middle of a major city. There's a huge port right outside that area. And then in the morning, I would always finish with my lovely tea, which I just loved. And no, that is not a glass of wine. I know I sent this picture to some friends. I'm not drinking wine in the morning. I'm having tea. It was water.
Just beautiful park. It's amazing. Just right outside from our Villa Samadhi. Just down from where we just had breakfast. And then you can go on this amazing walk. Videographing. Videographing. Okay, so this was a crazy thing. We walked up, all the lights are off. It's a toilet. I know, everybody's probably wondering why I want to film a toilet.
They will love it.
But this is in the middle of, was this Labrador Reserve or something? I'll make sure and put the name on for sure. Okay, thank you, Simon. Labrador Nature Park, and you can see it. We're just walking along, and here's a building with the bathrooms. So as you walk in, the lights automatically came on, which was crazy. The bathrooms are impeccable for being in a park. I know, American is freaking out because clean bathrooms. But look at this, there's even a fan that comes on. And big changing station for the baby. And it's so clean for being in a park. I mean, there's not even cobwebs or anything. I know. Toilets in Singapore. Amazing.
So now in the evening, this place really came alive. We would sit outside and you could watch the bats flying, the colors of the sky. It was just beautiful sitting out there and very calming. And the architecture really comes alive. There's something unique about Singapore. I just feel like at night there's a whole different feel. So this is the actual restaurant, the front that we had shown just previously, but this is at night. We went and had an amazing dinner there. We went for drinks a couple times, and then we went to have dinner there, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. Fantastic, and the food was great. Again, all Thai.
It was after an amazing dinner, and now we go into the jungle, right? You want to go first?
Jungle. In the jungle, the magic.
We'll send the man in so he gets eaten. All right. Oh, it's all well lit, though. Okay. I was hoping it would be, but...
Still wibbly wobbly.
It's like a boardwalk in the jungle. under the boardwalk.
Yeah, I know these bats were like this when I saw them on the road.
Well, I saw them before, but I thought they'd be on when we came. But I guess it was just, oh my gosh, it looks so good in the video, honey. So cool.
What does?
It's just really kind of a cool look. It looks like floating candles.
You're going to edit this out, right?
Why?
All this noise.
What noise?
It's all-
Oh, you disappeared. I can't even see you now. No, keep moving. Don't stop.
And the canopy does not drip water on my arm.
Well, that's because you're supposed to walk between the raindrops. That's how you stay dry. Woo. Okay, this is going downhill.
That last bit is quite steep.
Wow. Yee. Okay, I'm
Now
landing.
it's concrete.
Oh wow. Ooh, the lights are insane. Ah. Oh, there's my lights that I love. The nests. Don't they look like nests?
Yep.
Oh, how pretty.
Yes, people do.
Thanks for dinner, hon. It was fantastic.
Indeed.
Love you.
That was our last night at Villa Samadhi. It was absolutely beautiful and perfect, exactly what we needed, as I've said over and over. Next we headed to the Fairmont, and then Simon had to begin work that Monday. Oh, poor Si. So we really have begun our life here in Singapore and looking forward to so many more adventures. And thank you so much for joining us beyond the nest. Bye for now.